bad filming it. Okay, John. Johnny's into
Oh, damn. I knew my bearing would come in handy.
Don't be silly, don't be silly, don't be silly.
Look at this fucking clown. You're a fucking clown, Fabricio Werdum. You're a film. Yeah, what's up? You just punched me in the face. You want to come punch me again, bitch? What? What? Yeah, you think you're so tough? Yeah, look at you, fucking faggot. That's right. Yeah, you're a little bitch. What? Yeah, hey, I'm gonna see you soon. I'm gonna see you soon, motherfucker. Hey, you're old, motherfucker. You ain't shit. Fuck Brazil. Fuck Fabricio, we're doomed. Little bitch ass. Fuck Brazil. Bunch of filthy animals. And they wonder why they get talked to like that, because they're a bunch of animals. How fucking funny, dude. Dude punched me in the...
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Holy flying flipping flapjacks. Look what we have here. This is going to rub everybody the wrong way. Colby Covington is pressing charges, he said, against Fabricio Werdum for the incident that took place outside of the hotel where Fabricio Werdum threw that hot yellow ass boomerang at Colby Covington and then, according to Colby, sucker punched him afterwards, which we didn't see on camera. What we did see on camera was Fabricio Werdum quote unquote assaulting Colby Covington with a weapon. Now, deadly weapon, I don't know about all of that. Colby Covington has said it's assault with a deadly weapon when John Jones came out and praised Fabricio Werdum for his actions. Well, now Colby Covington, as reported by MMA Fighting, is pressing charges versus Fabricio Werdum. This sounds like, you know what this reminds me of? Fucking Chris Cyborg versus Angela Magana. Angela Magana was talking shit. Chris Cyborg seen her, put a man on deck, said, "What the, say that shit to my face." And once hands were laid on him, they're talking about pressing charges. Now, they do have a point though. You are, well, at least in America, you are free to say whatever the fuck you want. Now, if you're a fighter, people do expect you to back that shit up without pressing charges. It really reminds me to like the street life, because, you know, there's like the street code. You know, if you abide by the street code, you're not allowed to snitch or what the fuck ever. And it's kind of the exact same with, if you are a fighter, people expect you to not be allowed to snitch or go to the cops if you signed up for the fight life. Well, everybody isn't a street thug that came in from fighting. Some of these guys are just athletes that became fighters, and they, with their trash talk, they're just trying to be entertaining. They're not trying to be about that life. When you look at Colby Covington, he's not a guy you think of that's about that life out here, you know, beating dude's ass and holding it down and just, you know what I'm saying, like a Fabricio Werdum or one of these guys that you look like you don't want to run into on the streets. Colby Covington just seems like, you know, a dude that talks shit and you know, fucking parties or something. He don't seem like no thug. So people are gonna be pissed off at him for pressing charges, but a lot of people are going to understand it. I've already seen people saying, what the fuck is wrong with him pressing charges? He got assaulted with a deadly weapon. You expect him to not press charges so people can keep doing that shit to him? If he doesn't press charges on Fabricio, the next Brazilian's probably going to walk up with a different weapon and test his ass. So, I mean, the lines are so blurred here because Colby Covington kind of brought this shit upon himself, yo. When you start calling a whole country filthy animals, even though you say, oh, but I wasn't specific to that country, I was just there that night. So they happened to be the dump, and they just happened to be the filthy animals that night. Well, then you double down after the assault, and you're like, yeah, that's why nobody fucking likes Brazil. That's why you're all filthy animals. And now you're going with the calling John Jones filthy. It's insane, bro. And I really don't know which way to go with this because Colby Covington kind of brought this on himself, yes, but that doesn't mean he should be fucking assaulted anywhere he walks. Now, I get it. He's a fighter. Some people are going to say, fuck that. You talk that shit, you got to back it up. Well, if you want him to back it up, bro, you're going to have to get it done in the ring. That is illegal to assault somebody outside of the octagon. You're in the fight business. You are in the business where if you've got to disagree with someone, you are legally allowed to throw down with them if you're in the right weight classes. Now, Fabricio would have never been able to put his hands on Colby per se in the octagon, but he could have had one of his, one of the Fabricio's little goons, little welterweight goons, put the hands on him in the octagon. Like, hey, no, you got to see. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna fucking go too far on if this is right or wrong. Colby Covington presses charges, because honestly, I understand both sides. I understand as a fighter, people expect you to back that shit up. But is everybody forced to abide by that code? Does everybody that signs a contract as a professional fighter, now are they barred from fucking pressing charges when they're assaulted in the streets? Because to my knowledge, fighters aren't even. It's added pressure whenever a fighter assaults somebody in the streets, because they're a fighter. I know when I was growing up, the dudes that I knew that were at boxing before MMA was even a thing, they had to like register their hands as weapons with the state because they were, boxing now. So I'm sure there's some similar guidelines to MMA fighters, and this is also a bad look for MMA. You got a UFC, or a bad look for the UFC. You've got a UFC event coming to Sydney, and your main event fighter is getting into a street altercation with this dude who is insensitive, as far as racial comments, and even John Jones is coming out and calling this dude racist. Now, I don't know, man, but this has happened before with the Chael Sonnen situation. But the thing with Chael Sonnen is he never really just got caught out walking the streets by himself like this right here. So when he got into a street altercation, it was with Wanderlei Silva, and it was still kind of in a controlled environment. So this is kind of uncharted territories. I don't really know what's going to happen here, but I do know that Colby Covington is revealing he's pressing charges on Fabricio Werdum for the incidents that transpired at UFC Sydney. I don't know what the hell. I know a lot of people are about to be like, man, fuck Colby Covington. He was already getting called a rat before this. You know how many niggas are really about to be calling Colby Covington Ratatouille now? Holy smokes, man. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm just going to work. I'm done with this craziness.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.